Ho ho, hey everybody, welcome back to another episode. It is a beautiful morning this November. It is about like 30 some degrees, but surprisingly it's going to be up to like 65 today. So super gorgeous day, hoping for some good dry fly fishing. But we're going to start out the morning nymphing. I brought out my 5-weight with me. I'm starting out with the size, I don't know if you guys can see that, size 16 tungsten bead head, hare's ear, and then I have a little midge larva. It's super simple. It's literally just thread for the ribbing and body. So I'm just gonna be starting out with that. I don't think anything's hatching just because the water is a little colder to start this morning, but I'm just gonna poke around, try and sight fish, and then once the hatches start, we're gonna throw some dries. So but anyways, before I get into this episode, I really need you guys to subscribe. I'm getting a ton of viewership, but as far as channel growth and subscriptions, we're just not there. It's free. All you guys got to do is hit that button. That's it. I have a free rod giveaway that's, waiting for somebody at 1,000 subscribers. So I have the link below to the details as far as that giveaway goes. So click that, hit subscribe, and then follow the details in that video. I got a free rod, so who doesn't like free stuff? But anyways, I'm gonna get into this episode. Hope you guys enjoy. Alrighty guys, I am starting out. I'm gonna try something a little different. This GoPro angle, it's called the Super View. I've been doing the wide, but I feel like it's just a little too narrow. So let's try the Super View, how it looks. But like I said guys, all I have is my 9-foot 5-weight. I have just a standard floating line. I think I have an 8-foot leader before I get to my flies. The tungsten beadhead hare's ear, size 16, and then a size 20 little midge larva. So I don't think anything is hatching this morning, so we don't have to get too technical. Just try and see where the fish are at. Water is super low and super clear, so sight fishing is available. I also want to point out that it is spawning season for trout. There are reds everywhere. Whether you're on the South Platte, whether you're on pretty much anywhere in the entire nation where brown trout live, there's going to be spawning brown trout. So please be aware. Like walking up right here, there's 2 reds right here. Now something with the South Platte is there's already sandy patches and gravel patches the entire year, but like right here, for example, where I might fish, you can see that there is still weeds absolutely everywhere. That's not a red. This is just how the river is. One thing to keep in mind is a dip like that one. That's a very cleaned off gravel section with a noticeable dip that fish create so that their eggs can sit in that dip without getting swept downstream. So that's a difference, but I just want you guys to be aware that this is how this river layout is. So like a place like this is not a red, and if I see a fish on it, I'm going to cast because I know that's not a spawning fish. That absolutely is one. So anyways, let's walk around and try and find some fish. Alrighty, well, I've been taking a walk up and down for quite a while, and I've not seen many fish sitting in non-spawning areas. So I'm just gonna nymph through this nice little deep run here. Ironically, it's right on the road, but the fish don't care. They seem to stack up in here during these colder months, even though it's gonna be 65 today. So I'm gonna nymph through this and yeah, see what we can find. This is usually a pretty solid run, but we'll see. I just feel like it's been a pretty slow morning thus far, so but we'll take a couple casts and see what happens. Oh, that's a fish. Here we go, guys. Speak of the devil. Like barely set. Oh yeah, that's why. It's a little tiny guy. Well, I think judging by his size, I'm just gonna grab him by hand. Whoa, guys. Look at this. Look at this fish's eye. Here, let's get better lighting. Look at that fish's eye. He's got no eye. I'm surprised he was even able to get that hare's ear in. Well, he's got a normal side and not normal side. Sweet catch. Finally on the board. See you, buddy. Whew. Well, that was sweet. Nothing big, just a tiny little blind stalker, but that's all right, guys. We're on the board. We're on the freaking board. Okay. Well, that was a brutal start to the morning. I caught one tiny little stalker, and that was it. The fish just were not in the mood to be eating over here. So I'm gonna drive upstream, hopefully find a little bit better water, and yeah, see if we can capitalize. So let's keep going. Woohoo! There we go. Alrighty, let's see what we can do. This gentleman up ahead of me is kind enough to let me jump in. So, it's surprisingly a very busy day on the water. I guess it is 65 degrees in November, but it's a Monday. Here we go, guys. This guy's going airborne. Let's see what he eat. Looks like he ate the hares here. Oh boy, he's gonna make me go downstream. This is interesting. Big girl. Oh, come on. What is she doing here? Doing everything to get off here. Yep, on the hare's ear. That's what I'm talking about, guys. No, actually not on the hare's ear. Fall brown trout took the egg. Well, who would have thought? See if I can land him. Does not want to come in. Oh, there we go, guys. That is super cool. Wow, that's actually a really big brown. Holy cow, guys. Look at the size of this behemoth. This is like by far my best Decker's fish ever. Look at the size of this brown. That is legitimately my biggest Decker's fish. Look where that egg is. Right in the top of the yapper. Let's get that fly out of there. Alrighty, guys. I'm super stoked on this. I have not fished Deckers in a while, but as far as my recent memory goes, this is like by far my best brown I've caught here. If not, it's like right tied with it. So let's take a quick measure on the net. No, I've caught a lot of fish that size. I just haven't caught a brown at Deckers. I guess I haven't fished Deckers in a while, and I haven't caught a brown that's worth talking about in a while, but check that brown out, guys. Super, super healthy. took the egg as soon as I switched over. What do you know? All browns, they like the egg. So let's get this healthy gal out of here. Alrighty guys, there is the beastly brown. Not the biggest in the world, but biggest I've caught in a while, and dang, it feels good. See ya. Whew. That is what I'm talking about, guys. That feels super good. Now let's try and catch another. There we go, guys. There's a nice brown. Took the hare's ear. Whew. I have 3X on, so I'm not too worried, but still. Actually, no. Took the egg again. Another egg eater. Since I have 3X on, I'm just gonna say forget my net. It's another good one, guys. Holy cow. Look how beautiful this fish is. Look at that. What an absolutely gorgeous fish. Alright guys, look where she took that egg. Perfect placement. Let's get this fly out of here. There we go. That's a sweet fish. Look how gorgeous she is. Oh, let's get her out of here. See ya. There we go, guys. Uh-oh, did I foul him? No, it's just a hot fish. Let's go. Thought by the way he initially started running, it was foul, but no. Look at that. Right in the beak. Which one did he take? He took, what do you know? The egg. Look at that fish, guys. That's a solid fish right there. Whoa. All right, I'm gonna net her actually. It's a decent one. Whew. Let's go, guys. Let's go. That's sweet. Alrighty, guys. Check out this sweet brown. These eggs are just absolutely crushing. I mixed up the color. This is a slightly different pattern, but they're doing the ticket, so I'm gonna get this hook out of here and let's get this brown out of here. Nice one. One more look before we get him out of here. Well, that was super, super sweet. They've been a little fussy, but just mixing it up. I changed up the color and egg pattern, and it seemed to do the trick. So I'm gonna see how many more I can catch before I have to get out of here. I can only have a couple hours of fish today, but glad to finally get back to this water. I haven't been here in months, and it's been tough, but we're catching fish, so let's keep it going. All right, I'm gonna try and not blind myself while talking to you guys here. Oh, but if I put my hand up, it looks so bad. But I caught a couple fish. It wasn't the hottest day I've ever had. It also wasn't the slowest day I've ever had. So honestly, that was like a pretty average day as far as fishing goes here on the South Platte. You know, egg was the fly of the day that seems to catch fish throughout the shoulder seasons and throughout the winter. Usually when I'm fishing from October all the way to May, I have an egg on my rig. You know, at some point throughout the day, it just seems to work. There's eggs in the water at all times. Summer is pretty much the only time that eggs aren't, you know, on the menu. So anyways, it seemed to be a ticket. I just had to switch up the type of egg I was using. One thing I do want to note, I typically fish beads when I'm fishing eggs. If you aren't familiar with beads or pegging beads, take a look, just do a little search on what that is. Typically, again, like I was saying, when I'm fishing eggs, that's usually what I do just because it seems to be the most effective. But as of late, I've started to use flies again. You know, it just something about fishing beads, and it just doesn't feel like it's fly fishing. Granted, a lot of stuff doesn't feel like fly fishing, but that in particular doesn't feel like it is. So I'm switching over back to egg flies, just trying to be a little bit more traditional. But anyways, that's gonna be it. Enough of my rambling. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, all the good stuff with YouTube, and I will see you next week on Xavier Gone Fishing.